Okay, so standard tuning. The two chords of the verse is just like, it's an F and a G. I think it's being, there's a few guitars too, so there's like there's guitars that are like picking around and stuff, and then of course there's like some other stuff, but this is like what I think is kind of the basic rhythm part. So I'm playing F like this. It's like F if it was a bar chord, but I'm not worrying about the bar chord. I'm leaving the B and the E open. So first finger on the first fret of the low E, second finger on the second fret of the G, third finger on the third fret of the A, and pinky on the third fret of the D. And then for G, I'm just moving that shape up 2 frets. And in the beginning, it's a little hard to tell like exactly what's being picked. I was sort of doing this kind of strumming thing. I'm playing with my, like strumming with my fingers. That kind of sounds right to me. You could obviously play with a pick. And I'm kind of doing that thing where I sort of strum with my fingers. You could do it with your thumb. You could do, you know, any strumming method that works for you. Okay, so I was kind of doing this kind of thing. So I'm doing a little bit of like a left hand mute to get the rhythm. So meaning like, so it's like a down, up, mute, up, down. So it's something like that. Down, up, mute, up, down, mute, down, up, mute, up, down, mute. When I say mute, I'm just picking these fingers up just enough that they don't come out, the chord stops for a second. You know, you do that kind of strum. 2 bars of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, then up to the G, 2 bars on that. The first verse goes back and forth like that 6 times, I think. 6 times from one to the other. Okay, so chords are pretty simple, but hopefully you find a strumming situation that works for you. You know, if you just went like this, it would be fine too. And like I said, if you use a pick, it'd be fine too. I just like the way it sounds with the fingers. Okay, so 6 times. Then chorus. Okay, so the first chord of the chorus is this G. It stays on there. Could be a regular G. And actually, if you play a regular G, it makes the next chord kind of easier because it kind of goes to the. I can't tell if like every guitar is doing this or just the bass or what, but it goes to like a G over F sharp. So this is kind of hard, and you don't really have to do it, so don't worry about it if it's like kills your hand. But if you play this chord and then move your first finger down from the 3rd fret on the low E string to the 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're playing a regular G, you just move from the 2nd finger being on the 3rd fret of the low E to the 1st finger being on the 2nd fret of the low E. And then a C, which I was playing just as a regular. There's all kinds of like interesting picky guitars happening. It's like there's things happening. Sometimes I went from regular C to like a C add 9, so putting my pinky on the 3rd fret of the B, you know, because I can go down. That kind of sounds like something that's in there. But it's basically just a C. And then G, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to go from G to F. The F is like anticipated. It's on an upbeat. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So like I did it strumming wise on an upstroke. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And if you really want to emphasize, you could kind of mess up your strumming pattern by doing it as a down, like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. People do that sometimes. 2 and 3, and then it goes to a C that's also anticipated. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then it stays on that for a whole other measure. 1 and 2 and da 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 da. And it just repeats that for the chorus. And then everything else is just going back to this verse thing. There's a lot of like instrumental stuff, but it's all with the verse chords, if going from F to G, and sometimes the strumming changes and stuff. But again, you can kind of mess with that. Sometimes on these chords I hear those notes, so you can kind of let those ring out. Yeah, it goes from the verse to the chorus to the sort of an instrumental verse with the. If you want to play that, it's like, I think it's here. I think it's from 7 to 5. I think it's like 7 on the A string, then 7 5 7 5 7 5 7 5 7 5 7 5 pulled off. Probably best to do your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D and your 1st finger holding on the 5th fret of the D. And then 7th fret on the A, and then 9 to 7 on the D. So that happens after the first chorus. Then it does another chorus. Then there's kind of like a weird instrumental breakdown, but the chords are still the verse chords. And then it kind of goes back into the regular groove of the chorus. And it eventually ends, like that. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. There's really just two parts. Cool. All right. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. And thank you very much for watching.